Good day, gamers. Swingpin back with another Bedwars video. And today's video is a little bit of a special one for the channel because in this game that is playing right now, I accomplished a goal that I've been grinding for a long time. In this video, I broke into the top 1,000 players on the lifetime solo wins leaderboards in Hypixel Bedwars. This is a goal that I set for myself more than 6 months ago, and it has taken a lot of hard work, but has been absolutely worth it. So during this video, I'm going to be talking about how I went from a player that had never done any Minecraft PvP in the beginning of 2021 to a top 0.006% player by the end of 2022. I'll give some little tips and tricks that I learned along the way to figuring out how to consistently win Bed Wars games. So let's get into it. So like I said, I was a terrible player when I started Bed Wars in early 2021. I had no idea how PvP worked and could barely even move around the map without hitting the void every 10 seconds. Even once I started uploading YouTube videos, I still wasn't really good at the game. I was definitely better than when I started playing, but my skill level was pretty low overall. I mean, you could just look at my first YouTube video I uploaded and see how bad I was. I have no idea why I thought this was a good thing to upload at the time. Ignoring the terrible techno music that I put over all of my videos back then, I have obviously gotten a lot better in the past 10 months. So that brings up the question of how exactly did I do it? I wish I could tell you a secret tip that would instantly make you win all of your Bed Wars games, but unfortunately that doesn't really exist. Getting better at Bed Wars is just like anything else. It takes time and practice. The biggest difference between me in 2021 and me now is that I have played nearly 7,000 games of Bed Wars in the past year. There really isn't a better way to improve than just playing the game. That being said, there are definitely ways that you can work to improve more quickly than you will by just playing alone. The first thing that I did once I decided that I wanted to start improving at the game was to watch the biggest Bed Wars YouTubers and try to learn through their videos. The big three that I watched were Purpled, Technoblade, and GamerBoy80. I watched pretty much all of their Bed Wars content and I tried to identify what they were doing to win their games, but also why they were doing it. Weirdly enough, it was almost like watching film in sports to try to get an advantage on your opponent, but instead I was trying to get as good as I could at Bed Wars. I cannot express to you how much this helped me out early on, and I would really encourage you to do the same thing. You can watch my content because I've been putting out videos that will help you understand the basic strategies of Bed Wars and how to use them to your advantage, so check out my other recent videos if you haven't already. I would also recommend studying GamerBoy80's videos if you're looking for more content. He plays a style of Bed Wars that is very good to mimic for newer players. He doesn't do anything that's super flashy or hard to understand. He just plays a very solid and fundamentally sound style of Bed Wars, which is great to learn from. He's also just really fun to watch, so that's always a plus. So the second thing that helped me improve more quickly is something that anybody can do, but most people don't think about. I would call this self-scouting, but you could really call it a lot of different things. What I mean by self-scouting is critically looking at your performance in a Bed Wars game and thinking of ways that you could have played better. If you're insane like me, you can do this by recording your gameplay and watching it back later on. This will allow you to see things that you're doing poorly that you will probably not catch if you were just playing live. If you don't want to do that, which I can totally understand, you can also do this by thinking of ways that you could have played better anytime you get killed in a game, lose your bed, or take a final death. I started out playing doubles Bed Wars with my friend Linderman, and every time we lost a game, we would discuss things that we could have done better to give ourselves a better chance at winning. At times, this probably annoyed him, but now we win significantly more games than we lose when we play together. You will probably find that most of the things you come up with during self-scouting are small tweaks that would have only helped out a little bit, but over the course of 100 or even 1,000 games, those little tweaks will become massive improvements in your Bed Wars skill level. So the next time you get knocked out of a game, I would encourage you not just to chalk it up to your opponent being a hacker, but instead think of one or two things that you could have done differently to put yourself in a better position to win the game. It really will add up over time. So the last thing that I want to talk about when thinking of ways to speed up your improvement in Bed Wars is all about your attitude when playing the game. It is my opinion that one of the most important aspects of getting better at the game is enjoying playing it. I said earlier in the video that you have to practice the game in order to get better, and the honest truth is that you are probably not going to play much if you aren't having fun. You shouldn't take the game too seriously. I mean, it is just a mini game inside of a block game after all. It should be fun to play and shouldn't become a chore that you feel obligated to do. I play the game because I love it. If I didn't fall in love with the game a year ago, there is no way I would have improved the way I did. I don't think there is a way to fake that, but there are definitely things you can do to make the game more fun to grind. One thing that has kept me motivated and excited to play has been setting goals that I can work towards that aren't insanely difficult to reach. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of really big picture goals like hitting top 1,000 in lifetime wins, but along the way I had dozens of smaller goals that I was excited to work towards. Look at your stats and figure out milestones that you can reasonably hit if you grind for a month and start working to achieve them. If you do this, you will definitely get better and you are way more likely to keep enjoying the game of Bed Wars. So that's a few things that I learned during the last year of grinding Bed Wars, and I just want to say that this game has brought me so much joy and has shown me that I am capable of working hard for things that I truly care about. This grind to get in the top 1000 in solo wins has been tough, but has been so much fun for me. Achieving this milestone has me more excited than ever to play this game, and I cannot wait to see what comes next. Thank you all for watching, and please consider subscribing if you aren't already. I will see ya.